Yeah, it was a special night. I think the offensive line did a tremendous job. They were so physical all night. We were able to run the ball extremely well. They kept playing too high shell, just super deep. They didn't want any shots thrown, and so we said, okay, well, we'll just run it, and do what we do really well. And sure enough, we just kept going with it. Then sure enough, they came up occasionally and hit some big plays down the field with Demo and some other plays. So there were just some great plays throughout the whole entire game, and it really started with offensive line doing a great job.
What can that do for you guys with both backs going these last 4 games?
Yeah, I mean, we got two great backs. I mean, you got guys who they're star running backs in the league, and you see Penny hit the corner, his speed and his power that he runs with. Downhill, you see Chris Carson, what he's been able to do his whole time he's been a Seahawk, and it's just been great just having those two guys run the football that well.
5 straight wins. Would you guys say that you guys are playing your best football right now?
I think we're playing great football. I think we can play better. I think that we're thing is we're 10-2, and top of the NFC West, and we're in control. That's a great thing. We like having that control and just try to continue to win football games. And we don't want to get bored. Consistency, just keep winning, keep finding a way. We're doing a great job. And I think the great part is our defense is playing great. Our defense has been playing great the past several weeks. Really, to be honest with you, lights out. And we had a couple fluke plays here and there on offense and defense, but other than that, as a team effort, we can't get much better than how we're playing right now. And the key thing is just 1 or 2 plays here and there that we can fix, and who knows how far we can go.
Russell, what changed from the first half to the second half? You guys blew up in the second half.
Well, we were moving the ball in the first half. They had that fluke play, that I tried to knock the ball down. But other than that, I think we were moving the ball. We just had to execute and finish, and so sure enough, we came out in the second half and just stayed determined. We just kept making plays. I mean, I think we scored 24 points in a row, something like that. We scored a bunch of points in a row, and we just went for it. And Demo catching that ball down the field. We had Penny on the other touchdown pass, and the guys were making huge runs. So it was just a collective effort. I thought Shadi did a great job calling the game. We had so many different plays and so many different things we were trying to do and give them different looks. And they were really struggling with it, I think, and for the most part. And we were able to really execute in the second half. And our defense played great in the second half.
So you can assure you weren't trying to volleyball tap that ball?
No, I was trying to knock it down. I think I got hit right now. I was trying to knock it down. So I guess I got to work my hops a little bit and get up a little bit higher.
Russell, you're leading the NFL in touchdown passes, which is not a place we normally find you. What is different about this season and about you?
I think that I like throwing touchdowns. Touchdowns help win games. So whatever it takes to win. I think that we want to just keep going. Keep throwing touchdowns. Keep trying to stay hot and trying to find ways to win. It's everybody else though. They're making plays. They're doing a great job. And so it's a complete team effort.
How cautious have you had to be in order to avoid the bug that's going around the locker room, and have you been able to avoid the bug that's going around the locker room?
Yeah, I try to stay away from it. I try to stay just low key. I just want to make sure, there was a lot of guys sick this week, and I thought we did a great job of some of the guys like Tyler, David Moore. Those guys were pretty sick this week, and they didn't come in until Friday really for practice, our Friday, which would be Saturday essentially. And so, I think we have about 8 guys, down for the count. So I think the key is just, just taking care of yourself, keep hydrating, know who's sick, especially with me because I'm throwing the football around, so everybody's kind of touching the football. So just trying to be smart there.
Have you ever seen it as bad as it was this week?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I don't know if we've ever had that many guys miss practice and go home. Not just miss practice, but have to go home for it. So it's that time of year, I guess. But I thought all the guys played great. Like I said earlier, you saw David Moore step in and just make a huge play for us. Tremendous play. Tyler didn't get the ball tonight, unfortunately, but we were trying to get it to him, and they were just trying to stop him, but it opened up a lot of other guys. So that was really good news for us too.
Rashad Penny was telling us a story about how when Carson got to the 1 on his 25-yard run, he tapped himself out, essentially giving Penny the touchdown there. That's how he took it, and he was like, man, that speaks volumes to who he is. And so just the chemistry those guys have, and just what does that say about those guys in general?
The chemistry that the 2 running backs have, Penny and Carson, and they've been great, for us. And to have that, bond, to have that work ethic. I mean, you should see these guys work on a daily basis, how they understand things, how they understand the game. It's an honor and pleasure to play next to them, and just talking to them in the midst of the game, and us going over projections and talking all that stuff. And they've been great professionals since they've walked in the building. And that's what you always want. That's why it's fun to play with so many great guys.
You guys were 7 for 15 on 3rd down, 6 of your first 10. Just what contributed to success there?
Well, I thought on third down, we did a tremendous job just, hitting the open guy, guys making plays. The line did a great job, and guys were catching the football. They were plucking it out of the air and making plays. So we got a plethora of receivers making plays and guys who can catch it. So it's a good thing, And I think we had a couple third downs. We almost got the third down, 3rd and 8s and 3rds and 9s. But we just, like I said, I think that Shotty did a great job calling stuff. I think guys made plays, getting the ball out quickly, and getting first down.
Russ, the defense has 10 takeaways in the last 3 games. Being in practice with them the last few weeks, have you kind of noticed kind of a growing confidence with them at all?
Yeah, the defense has been ferocious the past several weeks. And I think really the first time you really, but they've been great all year, battling, getting through it. And you got a lot of young guys, stepping up and stepping in. But Bobby and KJ and those guys, they really took charge of it. And I think really the week of the 49ers week, a few weeks back, just really noticed just the energy and everything else just continue to lift. And that's going to happen throughout the season, as you guys know, throughout the seasons in the past, always since 2012, we just continue to grow, continue to build. But our defense has just been tremendous. Lights out, just getting turnovers. I think Diggs has been great for us, the way he's hitting guys and being a safety out the back end, just really trying to smoke guys. I mean, he just saw the hit tonight. And, so he's striking fear in guys. Guys are really catching the football, the corners. It's pretty cool because Flowers and Griff and all those guys, they come over and catch with us, the quarterbacks at pre-practice. Really, that started about 5-6 weeks ago. They really wanted to catch more, and B-Mac and those guys. So we've been throwing to them a lot more, just getting them involved, and in terms of just on the side, pre-warm up as we're throwing our routes and stuff like that. So they just been after it, And I think, like I said, I think the acquisition of Diggs, Clowney's been amazing. Bobby's always been great. So it's been fun watching the defense.
Russ, for the first time in your career, you're in the MVP conversation. What does that signify to you and to the team?
Well, I think it's about winning. It's about us. MVP's great. We're trying to win a Super Bowl. We're trying to get it done. So all those things, just trying to stay focused and stay focused on the task at hand.
Russell, how important is it to have your special teams play well in terms of the goals that you guys are out to achieve? Defense playing well, offense playing well?
Well, when we can mix the offense and defense and then special teams like tonight, the fake punt, that was an amazing call by Schneid and Coach and everybody else. And Homer had that sweet play. Some of the stuff we've been doing in the last kick of the game, Malik, I think hits him, knocks the ball out, and we recover. Homer picks it up. I mean, those kind of plays on special teams are key, and just to be able to make those plays are huge because it gives a short field. And our punters and kickers have been great all year too.
Super important question. Have you seen the Baby Yoda Russell Wilson that's going viral online?
I just got it sent to me, so I have seen it. It's pretty cool.
Russell, as a guy who's been to the Super Bowls, what areas do you want to see tightened up if you're to get back to that level?
Yeah, and I think, experience in 2 Super Bowls, 1 and 1, unfortunately not winning the second one, but, winning a lot of playoff games and being in them, I think we have everything we need, and I think we have everything that we want. I think ultimately what it comes down to is just the details, the small execution things. I think you got to have a clutch gene, and I think we have that as a team. We have that clutch gene. We've been clutch all year. When the game's on the line, with up by 7, down by 4, or whatever it may be, we find a way to win them. And I think great teams, great players, they find ways to win them. And I think that we have that clutch gene. So we just want to keep that going. And I think we got to stay the course. I think we got to ignore the noise. There's going to be a lot of people talking this and that. Where we can go and all that. We know where we can go, but it takes one day at a time. And so we're going to celebrate this tonight and wake up tomorrow and get to work on the Rams.
In the bigger picture, now you still have a lot of season left, but this is another 10-win season. To do that after moving on from losing all the high-profile players you have over the last couple seasons, what does that mean?
Well, I think to get to 10 wins again is just a blessing. It's we have a winning culture. You got to have winning habits. Winning doesn't just happen. Winning, how you speak, the things you talk about, how you work in the off season, how you work during the season. Winning is a habit, and so I think that we've learned how to win. We've learned how to continue to win, and that's what this game is all about. Is stepping on the field, and every time you go on the field, you want to give your team a chance to win. So that's why I play the game. That's why I play this position, and I'm grateful I get to do it with the Seattle Seahawks.
Anything else? Thanks, Russ.
Thank you guys. Go Hawks.
Thank you.